A band on fire. A sonic power akin to 100 billion supernovas simultaneously exploding in your ears. On the eve of the most highly anticipated world tour in human history, it all blew like a counterfeit circuit breaker. This is their story. A story of glory, fading like the last hoarded 60-watt incandescent bulb. Tonight on Behind the Music, the story of Total Harmonic Distortion. It was spring of '85 in Madison, Wisconsin. Mo Barcima, a Harley-riding cowgirl with stars in her eyes, started a Slavic acid jazz band with balalaika enthusiasts Mike Winters, Mike Barker, childhood sweetheart Mike Barcima, and didgeridoo virtuoso Ryan Kuchenmeister. Meanwhile, in Raleigh, North Carolina, 4 young Rastafarians, Jack Lawson, Tony Shook, Tina Thorpe, and Eric Westfall, formed Burma Shave Guillotine, a folk rock barbershop quartet that critics called the most irritating genre of music ever created. Meeting on a package show in Buffalo with Kitty Wells and Charlie Pride, the two bands developed an instant rapport. Soon afterwards, they were forming the largest band in rock history without horns. Total Harmonic Distortion was born. The early days were rough. Grinding through the Midwest in a beat-up van, the band spent any money they earned on gas and repairs.
I remember when we finally got signed, I wanted to set it on fire. Ryan wouldn't let me.
I'm still driving it.
Soon they were creating their first record, High Intensity Discharge. The album was an overnight success. Before they knew it, they were back on the road, this time under far better conditions, but conditions which would ironically lead to the band's crack-up. The band found its stride and was on an interstellar joyride to planet superstardom. But by late '88, Mo quietly began planning to ditch the band and launch a solo career.
It was all Mo's fault.
Her demands became difficult.
It started with Mo insisting on beginning and ending every set with a cover of the Bangles' 1986 hit, Walk Like an Egyptian.
She liked doing that Susanna Hoffs eye thing.
The demands escalated, and soon her contract writers called for 3,000-year-old Egyptian mead and roasted dung beetles to be served backstage.
Well, everything is wrong. No way I'm going on tonight.
It really hit the fan when she demanded to be carried on stage every night in a golden litter by 4 court eunuchs. Those guys got a union. You know what that cost us?
Meanwhile, Barker, from tiny Springfield, Illinois, developed a burgeoning addiction to a toxic mix of chocolate Ensure and Prilosec that made him increasingly unreliable on a nightly basis.
I guess the bright lights in Big City got to him.
Where's Barker?
Nobody's seen him.
Orlet, isn't that your job? Do you even know where we are?
All right, man, this is getting old. He's either got to get his act together or he's got to get out.
All right, I'll get him. It's gonna be fine. I don't want this to impact your performance. Oh, this is perfect.
Despite the high voltage pressure, Total Harmonic Distortion was able to damper the negative energy, and were in the studio one more time recording what Rolling Stone dubbed one of the 10 greatest rock records of all time, the immortal Parabolic Reflections. But that success meant they were back on the road again. Like a frayed extension cord near a Christmas tree in mid-January, combustion was only a matter of time. On April 15th, 1990, the band met to catch a chartered flight to Tokyo, kicking off their largest world tour to date. A disagreement between Barker and Barcima over a shared armrest led to a blow-up of epic proportions. Barcima stormed off the plane and swore to never perform with THD again.
But it was my armrest.
In the end, only a flicker remains in the heart of fans. A flicker of hope for more Total Harmonic Distortion.